Welcome back to the show. This is part 2 of my conversation with Tyler Merritt. Listen, if you don't think the two of us are verbose, think again. This was supposed to be one episode. What are you going to do? Well, I mean, these two talkers found each other in this world. By the way, if you haven't already listened to part 1, go grab it. We left off talking about how vulnerability creates kind of a sacred connection. It like opens something up inside of us. So in this half, we keep going. Tyler and I talk about what it is like to be seen, to be judged, to be misunderstood, my least favorite thing, but still choose honesty. We talk about awake, we talk about fear, and we talk about the joy that we found in the middle of it all. So let's jump back in.
Being in this is on your podcast like this is like people just getting to hang out with us.
I mean, for sure.
Because these are us having these kind of conversations is kind of what we do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We talk a lot.
We talk so much and we never run out.
We never run out. We just came from talking for 2 hours.
I was just going to say, we were just having lunch at this beautiful, for those, if you know, we were eating at Lunacy Fish House, which is my favorite fish and chips that I've had in Oregon. And this is our last day, as mentioned. And so I'm like, please can we go there on our last day? And you sit outside at picnic tables. Anyway, we sat at our picnic table, food finished, table cleared. We were 2 hours into a conversation, deep water.
It's so clear that somebody came up to us, our new friend Karen came up to us, and she thought we were waiting to get food.
Yeah.
Because we were just sitting at this table, just like, let's just chitter chat.
Yeah.
Point is, y'all are able to kind of sit in with us on this, and this is great. Maybe we should start our own podcast, just called Shooting the Shit. Tyler and Jen, Shooting the Shit.
I'd listen.
Yeah,
But baby, the problem is we would overshoot our time limit.
We really would.
Somebody would have to be in charge of us.
Every episode would be like, this is a 4-parter.
Yeah, that's right. Or they'd have to be like, oh, we realize we're no longer going to give you 3 things to talk about. We will give you half of one.
Yeah.
You get half of one.
You get half of one conversation.
You talk too much.
This is true. This is true. Anyways.
Okay. All right.
Back to shooting the shit.
What do you want to ask?
Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I'm just gonna ask you some randoms.
No.
All right. Kind of all on the same.
Yeah. I mean, we're at least thematic. Look at us. We can stay on target.
We can stay on target.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
When was the last time that you would say that you were brave or you were being brave? That's a good question.
Well, I guess let me think of it like this. Let me reverse engineer it, because a good way for me to locate that answer is to think, okay, well, when was the last time I was afraid?
Sure.
That's easier for me to find. Because everybody, I can tell I'm about to get in the weeds, but like there's this sort of cliche, glib, sort of white girl thing that has been going around for about 15 years, which is, you're so brave.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I completely know.
You've just said such a brave thing. And it's just like so courageous to watch you say braveness. And so it's like, some of that is dumb. And so it's better for me, rather than thinking, what have I done that's brave? It helps me to go, when was I scared? When was I scared? So, and then what did I do with that? So I guess probably if I had to just locate, this is a little tiny bit general, but it's specific in nature, which is I have had kind of a low simmering fear, as you well know, about awake coming into the world.
Okay.
This is not new. I have had it's just been my companion. Can I write this hard story? Can I tell the truth? Can I tell the truth about myself?
Sure.
Can I include the parts that are like really embarrassing and humiliating?
Sure.
And stuff that before I'd never told anyone, I had that stuff under lock and key. And now all of a sudden I've put it in a publishable print book. And so I have just walked with a bit of fear around that, around doing that from the jump. And I still have it. At our 2-hour lunch, I sat there and told you, I am having a vulnerability hangover today. And I am feeling a little bit anxious. I think I mentioned it, or I can't remember if I did it here, but I put out something that was really specifically hard to say on socials yesterday. It was basically the first 2 lines of my book, when I basically tell the whole world the worst moment of my life in real time. And I just feel anxious about it. So I think maybe for me, the general answer is that it has been a real work of bravery for me to do this, all of it, to go back and relive it, to go back and relive it, to rewrite it, to examine it, to put it down, and now to be talking about it in a public way. It's just been really scary for me. It's still scary. It's not unscary. It's scary as we speak.
So let me go back and say a couple of things. One, I could not agree with you more that there has been this thing over the past however many years when it comes to kind of white women and like, you were so brave.
So brave.
You know what I mean? But I think sometimes because we can be the absolute worst, we take something that should kind of not become parodied and parody it. Sure, the reason why I think people did that is because there were some things that white women were being called brave about that were simple, of like,
that's right.
You really went into that grocery store and found the right. You know what I mean? You found the right onion.
Yeah. You didn't want to sign up for that committee, but you politely declined.
So brave.
That was courageous.
Yeah. But the reality is that every single day, all of us are doing things that are actually brave all the time, and really brave. And the fact that that's kind of been taken away from some women when they actually do brave things is kind of ridiculous. Right. You know what I mean? But let's keep it real. You're writing a book about one of the hardest time periods in your life, a choice that you made.
I did.
But doing it, knowing that it is going to empower other people. Yeah. It is going to bring people closer together because it's going to let them feel less alone.
Yeah.
Doing all of those things, making a decision to do that, and putting it into your words in the way that only you can, knowing, and this isn't a surprise to anybody, that because you have been successful already in writing, it's not like you were going to write this thing and it was going to go out into a black hole. Like as soon as you put these words out and you put this book out, people are going to buy it and people are going to want it, right? So you did it. You made a decision to do it. That is actually truly brave. My question to you is, do you think that there will come a place or a time where you feel like you will regret that decision?
Well, I asked myself that a lot. That was a bit of a North Star for me as I was writing. And in any memoir, the memoirist is the one who is choosing.
Memoirist.
That's word.
I know, but that felt very fancy.
The memoirist is choosing what to include, what to exclude. It's my version of everything because it's my experience.
Which is important.
Yeah, it's my version. It's how I felt. It's what I remembered. It's how it impacted me. It was my perspective. And so that's a tricky needle to thread because I say this at the very beginning of the book. At any point along this story, somebody else could say, well, I remember it differently, or that's not how I felt, or that wasn't my perspective.
Sure.
You know, there's so many ways to skin one particular cat. And so that is
a morbid way to put that.
Also, I really love to mix metaphors. And so,
sorry, cat lovers.
Yes. So the weight of that is really heavy. And I've thought a lot about my responsibility in telling the story because I'm not the only person in it.
Sure.
And
that's important.
I am not the only person in this story.
What advice would you give to people that are telling a story.
Well, this is kind of dovetails to that, to answer your question. What I asked myself the whole time was, when deciding to include or exclude something.
Sure.
Am I going to be proud of this in 5 years? 5 years from now. So that's 5 years further down the road. The kids are 5 years older. We're going to have grandbabies in the mix at that point. I'm going to be 5 years more mature, 5 years more healed, 5 years of distance, 5 more years of distance. Will I be proud of what I say 5 years from now? And that, I let that be my guide. Will I be able to stand by this in a way? And that really did help me. There were some things that I included that I deleted, because when I applied that metric to it and went, am I going to be proud of this in 5 years? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. None of it was super salacious. That's not my way. People wish I was. People wish this was juicier than it is, but it's not salacious. But I wasn't sure that I would be glad that I included a few pieces of it 5 years. So I took them out. If I had a bit of a hesitation, I took it out. And as you know, I had people read it that love me, that love my family, that love my kids, that know the story. And that was the only grid I asked for was, is this fair? Is it kind? Is it generous? Does it have honor? Have I overexposed us?
Sure.
All of that. And so I had a pretty unanimous return on that questioning, that my best people also thought I would be proud of it in 5 years. So here we are. We'll find out. Let's have this, re-ask me 5 years from now.
Sure.
In 2030, I feel.
You have so many kids.
God. It's just the quantity.
Like, so many of them.
There's so many of them.
Like, they're all over the world right now. You have so many kids that they're all over the world right now.
That's right. I've got one in South Africa. I've got one in Colombia. I've got one in Florida, which is like another world.
That's insane.
No, I know.
Anyways, okay. But you brought up kindness, which I loved. You asked, you're saying in 5 years you have to ask yourself, will this be kind? The young woman that we just saw down the road had on that hat that said, be kind.
Yes.
Which made me wonder this. And I know your family.
Yes.
I love them.
Yes.
Your mother and your father specifically.
Yep.
Who would you say taught you how to be kind? Or do you feel like that was learned, or was that just something that was in your bones? But who taught you how to be kind?
Probably my dad.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can see that.
Can't you?
God, he is a whole thing.
He is a whole thing. I mean, there's just no one like him. He turned 78 yesterday. And my dad is just a special character in the world. He's just kind of a special soul.
Yeah.
Right? He is.
Yes.
And he isn't kind in the traditional sense. Like, if what you're envisioning, listener, is like...
I think he is kind of.
What I mean is,
too.
If what you're thinking is a real sweet, like soft-spoken, stereotypical nice person, like a nice man. His personality is way more wild than that. He's funnier than that. He's louder than that. He's wilder than that. He's rogue in so many ways. He's like a real shiny, everybody loves my dad.
I feel like all of those things are if you get to know him and spend time with him.
Yeah.
But on the just initial, you get to spend 4 minutes with your dad.
If you spend 4 minutes with my dad.
Well, let me say this.
Okay.
People would say if they've met me, I am like one of the most encouraging people.
That's a fact.
I will encourage the nonsense out of you.
Yes, you do.
But on a scale from 0 to 100, I'm probably about like a 90 on the encouraging scale.
Yeah.
And your dad is like a 250.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Like, he's not even on the scale. He's on his own thing. He will find a way to encourage the life out of you in the best way possible, he'll just find it and tap into that.
He'll just find it. Like if he's not sure where to reach, he'll just look you up and down, and he will love your new baby to the same degree with the same level of enthusiasm he will love your sandals. Just whatever it is, your sandals, your shorts, your baby, your car, your good news.
And he will do that quickly.
Yeah.
With almost an immediacy of kindness.
Yeah.
But then here's what's fantastic about him too, which I think plays into the kindness side. I think we all want somebody to be on our side, right?
Yeah.
We all want to be like, that's why we all love to be in a gang, because you feel like you have a team of people.
You got your crew.
Got a crew. Man, what I love about your dad is if someone says, we have decided now we don't like that guy anymore. Your dad's like, darn straight we don't.
Right.
It's over.
That's right. If somebody positions themselves against his crew, or someone in the crew is like, hey, we've changed our mind on this person. This person is now our enemy. My dad's like, I never knew him. Never liked him. I'll tell you that. I never liked him. I thought he was bad news from the beginning. My dad is just, he's always just been so good toward people. Like, my dad has a really interesting gift. Sorry to take a turn here, but like, we've said this about him for so long. Like, my dad is the person that you want at bedside when you are so sick, when your person is dying, when you are dying, when you're in the hospital. My dad's gift for this is so acute. None of us can believe it. Like, the rest of us are all so bad in that scenario. And my dad is so good with grief and sadness and sorrow and loss because he's just kind. So he can just get in there with you. And I don't know, he's that old man,
Yeah.
He's a good one. And he just built those building blocks into our family. Like, we didn't have like money. We did not have money.
Sure.
I would say we were lower middle class.
Yeah.
So it's not like we had things, but we had good parents. And my dad was he taught us how to treat people, and it stuck.
I don't feel like that's a waste. I don't think we've spent too much time on your dad. I don't think that this should be a skip past part on this podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like being able to really kind of tap into the individuals that have built us and to honor them, I think is special. And
I do
think
too.
That's who your father was. Okay, I just have a couple more things to ask you.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Because what is this podcast? 1,000 hours?
We could go 1,000 more.
We skipped a bunch of questions.
We did. But what was our podcast going to be called? Shooting the Shit with Jen and Tyler?
Yeah. It's not bad, to be
Welcome
honest.
to Shooting the Shit with Jen and Tyler.
God. Okay.
On today's show, okay, here's my other question for
Okay.
you. I know you really well. Like, so well. But what do you wish people knew about you before they judged you? Do you think people judge you?
Yes.
I'd say there's a whole section of Reddit that probably would agree with that. Right?
Yes. Yes, I do think that. It's been weird to be at the center of people's judgment for quite a long time now, in the public eye, and for various reasons.
Sure.
Like, it's not just the one thing, like different reasons, different groups.
Sure. I've
experienced that so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
So much. Oh my gosh.
I want your answer, because then I'm going to give you my answer about what I think about you with this.
Oh, how you would answer this on my behalf?
On your behalf, yes. Or as your man.
Okay.
As your lover.
As my Amy Harden would hate that so much. As your lover. This is why we should call it Shooting the Shit.
I know.
It's so full of garbage and nonsense. God, I hope this doesn't sound trite. I think what I wish people knew, because I'm trying to like find the through line of the reason people judge me, because there's so many reasons.
Sure.
Back in the Christian evangelical, like
Right.
lady days, that was one version of it. And then in the sort of like woke, whatever ideology.
Yeah.
And then like even coming over to the activist space,
Sure.
then not doing enough there. And so getting from the
don't
other
even get us started
side,
on that.
you know, the
Don't
other
get us
side,
started on that.
right. And then even just like as somebody who's running kind of a small business and how people have a lot of opinions about how I do everything that I do and just all of it, man. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about me, but
Yeah.
what I kind of wish that people knew, and I don't know if it would help, I don't know if it would matter, because they're generally assigning like nefarious intent to me for whatever the thing is.
Sure.
It's a character thing. Like, I don't like this about who you are. We don't like, this is saying something about you that we think is bad.
Which hurts the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I wish that people knew that really at every step of the way, because I've evolved a lot in the public eye, which is weird for everybody. It's weird for me. It's weird for people to watch, is that I am at all points along the way, I can say sincerely, I have really and truly I've been trying to do my best. I just wish people knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been trying to do my best. With what I know at the time, where I'm at, with the influence I have, however much it is or isn't, with whatever it is that I have to be in charge of and just do it, I really and genuinely have been trying to do my best. I've gotten so many billions of things wrong along the way that I would do differently, and I would seasons that I'm like cringe, you know, or whatever. But at no point was I like, F everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or I don't care about. I didn't have a lot of malintent. I didn't have like really like dark motives. Or I've been to date doing kind of the best that I can.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a weird answer?
No, it's so brave.
No. You were waiting.
I was.
You were sitting on that.
I was going to say it earlier, but I didn't want to cut in.
You were sitting on that.
No, listen.
Baby.
No, listen.
How dare you? How dare you?
No, listen.
Oh, that's so stupid.
This actually is going exactly where I was going to say. They're going to say with you. There are a couple of things that I wish people knew about you before they judged you.
Okay.
I would probably say it a little bit different and say that at the core of everything that happens, you really love people.
Yeah.
You really love people. You really, really do. And you love different people and you love different hearts, and you're able to see so many different ways that people see the world. And you've heard me say this a million times. I could write a whole book on this, is that I don't believe we were not ever meant to be people in the world. We're not meant to be famous.
Yeah.
We just weren't.
Right.
I really, truly believe that. And then some of us end up being in this onslaught to where we are, or we're well known. And then we are forced to make multiple decisions in front of people, and people are able to judge our decisions based on what they think. Mm-hmm. And you live in a world, I've told this to people so many times, you do not understand the pressure of something when the business is your name, right?
Yeah.
You are Jen Hatmaker. I am the Tyler Merritt Project.
That's right.
Literally, our businesses are who we are, and it is our name. So then some people might go, well, you created that, right? Yeah, sure. But in the midst of that, we've created a place where we are able to bring people together. We are able to speak truth into a world, to an audience that may want to hear it. We as writers are able to put together words in ways that some people can't put together themselves. Mm-hmm. There's so many advantages of that, right? So with that being said, when we put ourselves out into the world through social media, there are a million reasons as to why we put ourselves out into the world. People will judge that based on what they perceive on social media or on tape or on whatever. No one would ever want that. No one would ever want themselves to go, everything we are is what you see on social media. Right? No one would want that. But people sometimes do that with us. And they assume that whatever it is they see on social media is the entirety of who we are.
Yeah.
They judge us based on that for good or bad. But with you, I find myself going, there is nothing that you ever put on social media ever, no matter how vulnerable you get, no matter how honest you get, no matter how many tears you shed, no matter how many things you write or share that you write, will ever express how much the simplicity of who you are is that you just love people. They won't be able to see that. And I wish people could see that before they were to judge you for that.
That's nice.
But it's just the truth. I get to see it every single day, you know? And what they also don't see is how delicate you walk with your community. You're better with that than I am, in that you're like, I don't know if I should post this with this one word can piss people off. And I'm like, you know what I mean? And you're so delicate with that. And that's beautiful. Anyways.
That was nice.
Thanks. Couple more things. Just a couple more things. I know this is running so long, but don't get me to ask questions. Okay? I love this question. What is a song right now that tells your truth? Is there, or maybe not right now, but just in general?
Well, let's see. I'm still, and it might be because I'm in me camp mode, which is a deal. It's a zone I'm in. So I'm feeling it. You know, me and the girlfriends, we have a golf cart tradition.
Do I know?
Yeah, I know.
I know this.
I know, in Buda. And so we build.
I have been on said golf cart.
Yes, you have. We build like.
Not my blackest moment.
It's okay. Like we build our own playlists and we drive our little golf cart around our little town, blaring our music for our empowering lady rides. Anyway.
98% country.
That's exactly right. And anyway, one of the songs on our golf cart playlist is, it's by Runaway June. And it's called Buy My Own Drinks. In fact, let me play you a little. Do you think I can play this?
No, I actually don't think you can. I don't think you can for multiple reasons.
So why can't you just play music? Like,
are you asking your musician boyfriend?
I'm not playing it as like, this is my theme song that it's going to be on. I'm not licensing it.
I think you can actually play approximately 15 seconds, maybe.
I'm going to tell you some of the lyrics.
Okay.
The lyrics are like, I can buy my own drinks. I can pay my own tab. At the end of the night when they cut on all the lights, I can call my own cab. I can drop my own change in the jukebox. I can dance all by myself till I can stop thinking about drinking. I don't need nobody else. I can buy my own drinks. It's a girl power song. It is a banger. Yeah, I can buy my own drinks. Picking up what I'm laying down?
I am picking it up.
It's very
I'll
much
tell you next time we're out to dinner.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, why don't you buy your own dinner?
I do. Sometimes. It's like Miley Cyrus.
Remember that time you said you can buy your own drinks?
So true. It's been a real bummer for you being in a relationship with me because Tyler's restaurant bills used to be way smaller than they are now. Because, you know, he doesn't drink. Do you know that about him? Do you know that he has never had one drop of alcohol in his living life? And this man is almost 50 years old. And that is, I'm just like that, except the opposite.
You're like, I'm just like that, but add the alcohol.
That's right. If you just take it and reverse it entirely, I'm the same.
Yeah.
So anyway, now our restaurant bills have gone up profoundly. Yeah. Anyways.
So I can buy my own water. Okay.
Yeah. Like Miley. Like, what's her lyric about? I'll buy my own flowers.
Yeah. She stole from Bruno Mars. Did you know that?
No.
Really?
You know, I don't know about the things about music like you do.
But I'll tell you later.
It's some tea?
No, was it Bruno beef? Bruno Mars comes out with a song, and she basically retaliated. I'll explain it to you later.
Are they mad at each other?
No, I'll explain to you later. Those of you who are watching know what I'm talking about are like, you didn't know this, but you know, well, I'll educate her on this.
Listen, we got to wrap this. So listen, I'm going to ask you.
Wait,
you're a guest on my show.
I know I'm a guest on your show, but you love me.
I do love you.
You love me. Let me just say something really quick before we close.
Okay.
I never thought I could write my book, This Changes Everything, And while I was going through all the things I was going through, I didn't think that I could put together the words to establish where I was in those moments. And now on the other side, I'm so glad that I did. And I'm so glad that people love it.
Me too.
I've read Awake. It's not only incredible as a writing project, but as storytelling and also going along with the same vulnerability. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Thank you.
And I can't wait for it to come out. And everybody else here cannot wait for it to come out and get it.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Let me ask you just really quick, because I know people are going to ask you this in multiple interviews, but I want to ask you, what are you hoping that people will get from this kind of exertion of vulnerability that you've put into Awake? What are you hoping that your readers and listeners will take from it?
Well, that is a very exciting place to be sitting as an author for the first time in a long time, because this book is not prescriptive, and my books have tended to be prescriptive, where I've worked this out. I've thought thoughts for us. I've drawn conclusions. Here they are on a silver platter. You don't need to do any heavy lifting. I've done the work. Here's what we think about this. This is the opposite. It's not prescriptive. It's descriptive only. I never tell you a thing about what to do or what to think, or it's not a how-to. It doesn't even have chapters. It's like written in little vignettes, like little tiny short memories told in real time. So the first answer is, what I'm excited about is that genuinely, this is the first time I have 100% trusted my reader. And I am trusting her to take exactly and whatever and only what she needs from it. She can draw her own conclusions. She can buy her own drinks. She can pay her own tab. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Sure. You'll get to take whatever you need from this. I'm not telling you what to take from it. I'm not suggesting what you walk away with. So I can't wait to find out what that answer is. I really can't. From a broader perspective, even though this is the story of the end of my marriage, it is a story that most of my community shares, because it's like the big story, the meta story around my small story is a pretty deep examination of systems that were never set out to see us flourish, that we've all grown up in and been a part of. Patriarchy, for some of us, like religious dogma and trauma, body shame and disassociation, purity culture, gender limitations. These are common. I've said to my publisher at the beginning, my story is not special, and I think that's what makes it important. I hope that the readers will see their own story inside of it somewhere, in some way, on some level, and then decide to take from mine what they need for theirs. So I can't wait to find out. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning waiting to see, because I have no idea. This one's up to you, readers. Can't wait to hear.
About that comment, first of all, she's speaking to her she's. I read the book. This is also a book for he's. It's not singularly. I would say this is probably different than any of the books that you've ever written, in that it is not specifically just a woman book. So this is one of those books you're going to want to share with your significant other, or if you are a male listening to this podcast, this book is for you. You will absolutely love it. And then lastly, I think the moral of this whole entire book is that if you were married at a young age, that you will probably end up with a big, beautiful black man in your later life.
That's just how it goes. It's how it goes.
That's the moral.
It's the template.
So awake to that. Wake up to that.
Wake up to that. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you how it goes. All right. Will you tell everybody quickly how best to follow you, find you? You've got 2 incredible books out. And in my opinion...
3 if you have a kid.
3 if you have a kid, correct. If you're sitting here listening to a podcast, which means you like to hear things in your ears. And so trust me when I tell you the way that you would want to consume both of these books, and you will want to consume them both, is audio. Tyler's just got a gift for that. And so his audiobooks are special and obviously read by him and funny and interesting and has a lot of like bonus content for the audio listeners. And that seems to be everyone's favorite way to experience both your stories. And so, can you tell folks about following you, where to find your stuff?
Sure.
That.
My first book is called I Take My Coffee Black, Reflections on Tupac, Musical Theater, Faith, and Being Black in America. I can't wait for you to read that. You'll enjoy it for multiple reasons.
That's funny.
And then my next book is A Door Made for Me. It's a children's book. You can find that on audio as well. Mm-hmm. And then my last book is This Changes Everything, a surprisingly funny book about race, cancer, faith, and other things that we don't talk about. Yeah. And those of you who have read it, you know that I put some very special footnotes in there for all of you. So so you could have an audio experience and a reading experience. As far as finding me on all the socials, I'm everywhere. I'm at the Tyler Merritt Project. If you just Google that or just go to tylermerrittproject.com, you can find me on all the things, YouTube, Facebook, Insta. Mm-hmm. There's playlists to all the books that I've put out. You can find those on all of the places.
They're 100 hours long, and if you know, you know.
They're 100 hours long, and we took every single song that I mentioned in my book and put it in order throughout the playlist.
Yeah, it's like 8 hours, no joke.
8 hours each book. It's a really good time.
Yeah,
especially if you like musicals. And really, Jen and I stay pretty connected. So
we do. We stay pretty connected. We do.
I'm just saying
we stay pretty connected.
We stay pretty connected. You don't have to make it dirty.
It wasn't even dirty. Well, it is now. That's not even what I meant. You made us sound like we were like work friends. We stay pretty connected.
You know what? You always make things dirty.
Okay.
You had that sex person on your podcast.
That
who does that except dirty people?
Oh, jeez.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Jeez.
You need Jesus.
Oh boy.
All right. So
okay.
That's what's up.
Okay. That's what's up. We'll have all those links rounded up for you in one spot. I know you're already following him, but just for the 5 of you that aren't, we'll round that up for you for sure. And
by the way, for the 5 of you that aren't, as far as writing goes, it's because we care about each other. We're supposed to say that we like the things that we both do. We actually lucked out in that we both are good at what we do, like really good. Meaning, this is what I mean by this. Like, we aren't just shooting the shit when it comes to how we care about what it is we do in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I love you as a writer. What I'm saying is, like, I love you as a writer, and I'm not just saying that because I have to.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, we're quality people putting out quality work. We keep up with each other, We stay connected.
We stay connected
around quality work. So I don't know if that's not good enough for you. We're just not your folks. Okay. Thanks for coming to Oregon and being on my podcast.
Of course.
All right, you guys.
Wait. Aren't you going to ask me the thing?
What thing?
The thing.
That was on my last podcast. You mean what's saving your life right now?
Or what's bringing me joy right now? Or anything? Do you no longer have any end question?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I was moving that down, but okay.
What is happening right now?
Well, what's happening is I was just like trying to edit down our 2-hour podcast.
I get it.
For our 1-hour slot. Mm-hmm. But fine, since you obviously have something you want to say, what's bringing you joy right now?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I am.
It's a spontaneous question.
Counting Crows has a song called Long December where they say it's been a long time since I've seen the ocean. I think you should. And I've spent 5 days by the ocean, and golly, the joy it's bringing me. So if you get the chance to go to the end of the world, go.
Did you get that snuck in there?
100%.
He had that one. He had that one in his hip
pocket. Locked
and
loaded.
Yeah, he did. All right, you guys. Thanks for being with us. See you next week.